Okay. Folks, let's go. So Andrew Yang, loser of the 2020 Democratic primary, loser of the 2021 New York mayor primary, and just overall loser, is going to a new project after the Forward Party failed to take off, and like he did a bunch of others. He's going to a new project, and we'll see what he can do this time. I mean, I honestly, I just want to say, shout outs to Andrew Yang for just posting through it. Like when a project fails, like when the Forward Party fails, like he's just like, all right, next. Like he knows, all right, I failed. I'm gonna move on to another thing. Like this, I actually do genuinely respect that, right? Instead of like the Green Party that's still failing. Like think about it this way: like the Green Party has been failing for like 40 years, and they're still failing, and they're still going to fail, and they're continuing to fail, and they're not learning from their mistakes, and they're gonna keep failing forever, right? At least Andrew Yang's gonna try something new every once in a while, right? So I just want to say on that note, I'm in. So Andrew Yang is getting into the Web3 thing. Now, we know he did like this Forward Party NFT stuff. So, let's see how this goes. Proud to announce Lobby 3D to help the case for the anti-poverty potential of Web3. Zach Grauman, who I've never heard of, and I discuss Lobby3.io, the trucker convoy, and the appeal of video games to boys and men on Andrew Yang. Okay. But I'm interested in the Lobby 3 stuff. So, let's do this, and then we'll look at this website here.
We are announcing something big and exciting. The arrival of Lobby 3. Lobby 3 is our effort to help explain Web3 technologies and their potential to combat poverty to the folks in DC, the regulators, the lawmakers.
So again, I'm very interested in how Web3 can combat poverty, because this is something I know a lot of people might cringe because they're dumb and uneducated, and that's fine. I genuinely think that certain aspects of cryptocurrency, tokenizing online stuff, does have a very anti-poverty potential. I genuinely believe that. Now again, as long as rich dumb fucks are in charge of everything, it's not going to turn out that way. So I also don't trust Andrew Yang to do a good job of this. Now again, let's think about this, all right? Rich people get away without paying their taxes all the time, no matter what. The government of the United States is bought and owned by rich people, right? So if there's going to be any severe regulation of cryptocurrency or Web3 or anything, think about it. Who are the ones that are going to get taxed the most? The poor people that maybe managed to triple their savings on Dogecoin, right? Versus the rich people who have all these tax loopholes and have all these fields of accountants, etc. Right? Think about it. I'm genuinely asking you, right? So if Andrew Yang, if his goal is to make sure that there's equity, right, and how cryptocurrency winnings are taxed, right, and so that poor people who did maybe triple their money on Dogecoin, right, don't get taxed to oblivion, and rich people are going to get off scot-free. My opinion, right, if crypto is taxed severely, I'm down, as long as the rich are actually fairly taxed, right? That's my opinion on this. So I think that this has genuinely, possibly, maybe good applications and implications. That being said, again, Andrew Yang, not a good track record here, so let's continue.
Makers to make sure that they don't do something that stifles this innovation before it can even really get going or reach its full potential. It's time to make the metaverse safe for innovation. Keep all
again,
of that.
I want to be very clear on my opinion on the metaverse. The metaverse is dumb. Like, it's just like, it's an MMO. That's what it is. Like, it's a video game. And that's cool, and that's fine, right? But this idea that, like imagine owning real estate on a Minecraft server. Like, that's basically what the metaverse is. It's like Minecraft, but worse, right? Like, if you wanted to have, like, tokenizing Minecraft, like, imagine there's, like, a big Minecraft server, and you want to tokenize, like, land on a Minecraft server. To me, that is more logical and makes more sense than the metaverse. I just don't get what the fucking metaverse is. I really don't. It's Minecraft, but worse, and you have to pay a lot of money for it. So, the fuck's the point, right? Now, other aspects of Web3, good. In my opinion, the idea of having automatic, like, cryptocurrency-based rewards for online content, for example, that's cool. That's great. Like, for me, as a podcaster, right, the ability for me to make money via cryptocurrency, right? That YouTube doesn't control the flow of information on, that Google AdSense isn't the only way I make money. To me, that's good. I would prefer to have all of my money coming from places that YouTube and these big corporations do not control. That's just my opinion. So I think, again, there are good applications of Web3. I think there's a lot of NFT projects that are good. Poor people and artists selling their NFTs to a bunch of rich people and making a lot of money is good, actually, in my opinion. I'm just saying, that's good. If you are poor and you draw some art and hawk it off to a bunch of rich freaks that give you a fucking couple $100,000, that's cool. I don't know. I'm sorry if that's wrong. I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to think that, because I know a lot of people, right, for whatever reason, they think everything related to Web3 makes you the devil. You're dumb. It's called having nuance. So that being said, let's see what Andrea Yang's, again, he is focusing on the anti-poverty angle. I'm very interested in this. Let's see how it goes.
Value generation right here in the US of A, where it belongs. Don't offshore it to parts unknown. Let's keep it.
So one of the things I want to say is, like, okay, like, the whole point of cryptocurrency is that there's no borders. Like, that's the whole point of cryptocurrency. So the idea of, oh, let's keep everything in the USA, to me, that's introducing borders in a place that doesn't need
But
them.
here,
You give this community a voice in Capitol Hill the right way, and the sky is, I mean, objectively, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, so the sky's the limit if you do it in the right way. So, what way are you gonna, like, again, I'm just...
well, right now, this is one of the biggest risks overhanging the whole industry. It's like you look up and be like, what will regulations be? We're well past the point where anyone, in my opinion, can expect a lack of regulation or taxation.
Correct.
Like, it's coming. So the question is it going to come in a benign, transparent way that balances the concerns?
That's thoughtful.
Yeah, because you have two major
researched.
things. One is reduce risk, and the other is fuel innovation and growth in new offerings.
Yep.
And so if you get that balance wrong, you can destroy a ton of value. There's so much opportunity to be had with this technology. It's super exciting.
Okay, so my main concern is that if there are regulations when it comes to cryptocurrency, how are they going to affect the rich versus the poor? Because the government, as we know it, is bought and paid for and owned by the rich. So, of course, the rich would want to lobby the government to regulate cryptocurrency in a way that lets them hoard as much wealth as possible. If you tax more of the poor, and then where are that tax money going to go? To the rich, they're going to be able to buy more of the coins, and they'll be able to control more of the markets. That's just how it works. So, again, if the goal is anti-poverty, if the goal is making sure that the poor in the crypto space have a voice, I'm down with that. Andrew Yang does not have a great track record of doing things for the poor. I'm just saying.
Can't wait to help it reach its potential if we can. But the single biggest thing we can do is just convey a broader, more realistic sense of both the technology and the community to people in DC.
And so it's lobby3.io. You can check it all out. It's going to be fantastic. It launched today. Super exciting.
I'm
But
pumped
check it
about
out.
Lobby
Join the
3.
Discord.
So you'd think, okay, they're doing a promo video. You'd think they'd describe one thing that they're doing with this. Like, I'm just saying, like, you'd think, okay, Lobby3.io, new project. All right, what are we going to do? Oh. It's going to be cool. It's going to be, like, it's going to be like web, it's going to be like this innovation, man. I'm sorry, like...
You can join a Discord without having an NFT. So we'll tweet about it. Lobby3.io. Click the link. It'll be fun.
Okay, so there's their promo. Let's look at the website here. So Lobby 3. Now, again, this is something I'm genuinely interested in. I want there to be great regulation when it comes to cryptocurrencies and all this stupid Web3 shit that I don't like and that I do like, right? I want them to be regulated fairly when it comes to rich people. I know that the government's not going to do that, and that's why I am very skeptical of that. Now, again, if Lobby 3 is like the poor person's crypto lobby, all right, I'm in. But I'm going to be honest, folks. I am 0% convinced that that's going to be the case here. So, okay, bring the voices of Web3 to Washington. So we've got a website here. I'm not looking at this website in widescreen, because the way my stream works, so it is a little crunched and it doesn't fit right here, but that's fine. What is Lobby 3? Lobby 3. Now again, let's see. What are they going to do? What is Lobby 3 going to do? Right? What are they actually going to do? Let's watch. Or let's read. Lobby 3 is a new Web3 community designed to give the people a stronger voice in Washington, D.C., so we can build a more prosperous economic future together. Okay. Now again, Andrew Yang build this as anti-poverty. Right? He wants to focus on the anti-poverty effects of Web3 and cryptocurrency stuff. Okay. Again, right there with you, Andrew. Let's find out more. The emergence of Web3 offers a historic opportunity to decentralize economic opportunity, eliminate barriers to financial inclusion, combat poverty, and advance the human condition. As far as the human condition, that's a little bit too much for me. Okay, maybe. But again, combat poverty, how? Can you explain how? Because I can explain to you how cryptocurrency can help combat poverty if it's done properly and controlled by good people that actually care, right? But is Andrew Yang going to do that? Unfortunately, ill-informed and poorly designed policy can prevent Web3 from reaching its full potential. That's why we're building Lobby 3, a project to fund effective policy advocacy and educate lawmakers about the positive potential of Web3. Now, again, these are some very important words here. Effective policy. What is effective? Because if this lobby is controlled by rich people have an interest in taxing crypto in a way that presents loopholes for them, but not for poor people. If poor people have to end up paying a fuckload of tax and all that stuff on their crypto winnings, but rich people have a way to loophole and tax and go, maybe they'll send it to another country, a bank account, or withdraw it, and then send, there's ways for rich people to escape this kind of stuff, and that's my problem. I'm just saying, that's my problem. That's why I would prefer cryptocurrencies to be, I think the regulation that exists right now is okay. That's just my opinion, right? But if they're over-regulated, again, only those that actually were poor and actually made it, in the lottery slot machine, right? They're the ones that are going to get fucked the most here. Because the rich have endless amounts of power to be able to dodge taxes. And that is the problem here, is that Web3 does not change anything at all. It is not a unique evil. The rich always have the ability to dodge taxes because they own the government. Everything in this country is designed for the rich. By building on the unique voice and influence of Andrew Yang, Yang Gang, Lobby 3 will help shape a decentralized economic future for all. How? My question is how? Please, how? What is the goal? How it works. Okay, membership. Purchasing a Lobby 3 general membership token means you'll be supporting proactive efforts to give the people a new voice on Capitol Hill, and you'll be joining the group of like-minded thought leaders, innovators, and Web3 enthusiasts who have a front row seat to shaping a collective future that advances a positive economic... Who determines this, and how is it going to be determined, and what are the rules and principles? To me, right, this sounds like all you have to do is give us money and we'll do what you want. And who's going to have the most money to give them? Rich people, right? And who's good? That to me just sounds like another way of corrupting and getting money for these people. I'm just saying, I'm not impressed. And also, what are these dots everywhere? Why are there fucking dots all over the fucking screen? What is this shit? Why are there dots everywhere? This is fucking weird. And the eyes don't have dots above them. It looks like all the eyes, right? All the eyes and all the text, the dots are just flowing around the screen. What the fuck is this shit? Why are there fucking dots everywhere? Participation through community votes, roundtable discussions with policy leaders. Who are the policy leaders? Oh. And exclusive events, Lobby 3 token holders will participate in building a new community for the Web3 ecosystem. As a community, we will prioritize and propose new policy and aggregate new ideas that need to be top of mind for our leaders, aka the rich people who buy the most tokens. Lobby 3 will be available in 3 tiers. Oh, we have tiered membership, folks. Tiered membership, great. Again, we're going to have our anti-poverty lobby have tiered membership where the more you give us money, the more you control what we do, and you're a leader now. Again, if you want to focus on anti-poverty, I'm down. I'm right there with you. I would love it. I would love there to be actual big projects in Web3 and crypto spaces that actually help the poor. There's a couple that I've seen, and they're great, and I love their success stories. Let's focus on that, right? But again, the rich people aren't going to let that happen. Tears, folks. I mean, again, what the fuck? Our goal is to make this community accessible to as many people as possible while also meaningfully moving the needle with well-resourced advocacy in Washington, D.C. Each minted token adds your unique avatar to the National Mall. And as more community members join Lobby 3, the National Mall will fill with our members. So they're creating their own crypto metaverse version of Washington. And they're selling tokens for people to have avatars. Now, again, rich people can just buy a bunch of lower tier tokens. And then, you know, like, again, if money, this is why money corrupts everything, folks. Lobby 3 token holders receive membership to this one-of-a-kind community. Okay, so let's look. So we got 3 levels, 2 levels. Okay, no, we have a scroll bar here. Okay. Again, the dots all over the screen are jarring. Membership to Lobby 3 DAO gives you an access to our community benefits include Discord access, status updates, AMAs, events, and merch. Voting. So you get voting. 1 token equals 1 vote. That is not an effective. Now, again, level 1 is 0.07 ETH, which currently, as of this moment, let me check what that translates to. As of this recording live, that is $209.73. Now, again, they bill this as anti-poverty. The goal is anti-poverty. And the minimum money you need in order to get one of these is $209.73 of Ethereum. What? Now, again, why is it 0.07? If it was 0.01, right, what would 0.01 be? 29 bucks. Okay, that's fair. 29 bucks, whatever. 29.95. That's literally what 0.01 ETH translates to right now, 29.95. But no, it's 0.07. Why 7? A weird number. Why 7? Now again, also, what's to stop rich people from buying a bunch of level 1 tokens and pretending to be 50 different people and then all voting for regulation, because regulation's going to come. Andrew Yang says that. They're all going to vote for regulation that helps the rich and fucks the poor over and gets the poor money to go to the rich again, and they're all going to, like, what's to prevent that from happening? Shit's stupid. Okay, so, but again, you can spend 1 Ethereum, right, that currently translates to $2,995. 1 Ethereum, exclusive leadership access. So you become a leader. If you've got 3,000 bucks, you become a leader in this anti-poverty lobby. Like, I'm just confused. I'm confused. Now, again, if everyone here was in good faith and they're all like, yes, we are supporting the poor, and I want to spend my money to help support the poor because I believe in that, then that's great. I'm very skeptical of that happening. I'm just, you know, VIP event access. Oh, exclusive merch and NFTs. Website recognition, all level 1 perks. So they become founding members and leaders. They're thought leaders. Now, if you give them 40, why 40? Why not 10? Why not 100? Why not 50? Why 40? Like, who decided on these numbers? 40 Ethereum, folks. $119,854. These are founding members of Lobby 3, joining an exclusive group of invite-only leaders looking to put major resources to work for high-impact lobbying efforts. So the rich. The rich. Again, how are you going to bill this as anti-poverty and all of this shit's going to go to the rich? One-on-one access to Andrew Yang, the Lobby 3 team. You will get to have one-on-one access with Andrew Yang for the low, low price of 40 Ethereum, aka $119,000. You get one-on-one access. So, okay, the rich are going to be able to put the best ideas into Andrew's head. So Andrew, the front of this, is going to be doing all the marketing, right? My dog is licking me. Hi, Max. So, okay, and who's going to be the one putting ideas in their head? Those that have 119,000 US dollars equivalent of Ethereum. How is this going to help the poor? I'm just curious. Now, again, I personally believe that cryptocurrency and Web3 has the potential to help poor people. I do. I genuinely think that. But again, as long as rich people are dominating everything, that's not going to happen. Right? And Andrew Yang, again, if he's billing this as anti-poverty, why is he giving all the power to rich people? Andrew Yang, event attendance, participation, VIP, intimate access, group meetings, exclusive network, all level 1 and 2 perks. And again, what's to stop rich people from just buying a shitload of level 1 perks? Like, if you've got 40 ETH, let's say you have 50, you spend 40 ETH on the fucking level 3, and then you spend the last 10 ETH on a bunch of level 1s, and then basically you control the whole lobby. Again, this is why Andrew Yang is a grifter. I don't know what to tell you. Roadmap. Okay, building advocacy infrastructure. Lobby 3 will fund issue-based advocacy organizations in DC to build the core advocacy infrastructure. These organizations will bring together lobbyists and stakeholders with relationships to key committees and players on Capitol Hill. In theory, if it were poor people, I'm in. Educating policymakers. Lobby 3's partners will work to educate key lawmakers in Congress and across the country on the positive potential impacts of Web3. This work will pave the way for smart, well-informed policymaking in years ahead. Now, I want to say there is no correlation at all between education and policy. There isn't. Right? There's no correlation at all between smart, informed strategies and policy that represents that. Literally, we are still burning fossil fuels in this country in the year 2022. So again, there's no connection to that, and this isn't going to change anything. In key states and districts across the country, our advocacy team will forge partnerships with governors, mayors, and other local elected leaders to run Web3 pilot programs geared toward demonstrating the capacity of blockchain technology to reduce poverty, lift barriers to financial inclusion, and create greater economic opportunity. Again, if this is their goal, they should present like a white paper or roadmap on those policies. Like, if you want to make a blockchain cryptocurrency that, like, you know, gives people a UBI or something, list that out, propose that, and then connect that with this. Instead, it's all a bunch of vague things. They haven't even gotten to the good parts of this yet. The potential for Web3 is not being listed here. So, if you're going to promo this as a way of fighting poverty and stuff, right, you should have at least some anti-poverty measures already listed out, some proposals already ready to go. But they don't. Lobby 3 DAO. Once the initial lobby infrastructure is built, a portion of proceeds will be used to fund the Lobby 3 DAO. This DAO will vote on policy ideas. Again, the rich are going to have the most votes on this. So again, if there's going to be policy ideas and the rich have the most votes, guess what? The rich are going to want to gear their policy toward them. So if they understand that regulation is inevitable, they're going to want to craft regulation in such a way that allows them to enable loopholes and take advantage of things that poor people cannot. And so that's my problem. And where DAO treasury funds should be used to further our mission. Again, rich people will control this whole thing. So if you want to just say that this is for rich people, like if you want to build this, right, as, oh yeah, we want to have a Web3 lobby in Congress, right? So that we can get all crypto stuff and it's going to be cool, man, totally radical. That's one thing. But he's billing it as anti-poverty. This is an anti-poverty lobby. This is our story. Oh, this is first person. I felt indebted to the Web3 community ever since many of you backed my presidential campaign in 2020. Most of you likely know that I ran on a policy of universal basic income, an idea I championed in some part because it would empower creatives to thrive in a way and our current system simply doesn't. Blockchain technology and NFTs in particular are making this a reality for millions every day. This is true. This is true. Now, millions... Okay, the millions is not true. That's not true. But blockchain technology and NFTs in particular have made a lot of poor people very wealthy. That is factually true. Okay? That is factually true. And again, you can not like that. You can not like that cryptocurrency has done positive things for a lot of people. You can hate that all you want. That doesn't change the fact here. Right? But the problem is, again, if we're talking about legislation and you're talking about rich people are going to write legislation that helps them and fucks the poor. What you might not know is that in the early days of my campaign, I also campaigned a policy called digital social credits, a system where tokens or currencies outside the traditional financial systems serve as incentives for different behaviors that currently go unrewarded. Volunteering. That's interesting in theory, right? For the last number of years, my professional goal has been to eradicate poverty. I doubt that. And if that's the case, if Andrew Yang is sincere, he wants to eradicate poverty, he's doing a terrible job. Let's be honest, a terrible job. If his goal is to eradicate poverty, he is doing the exact opposite of things that he needs to be doing right now. And if Andrew Yang watches this video or whatever, and you want to fucking, come on the show and tell me how, this is fighting poverty, I would love to know. Because again, I actually use cryptocurrency. I've been involved in the space for several years, 4 or 5 years, whatever. I know the actual potential for positive income or outcomes when it comes to poor people, right? None of this. I am a poor person that has been uplifted in a lot of ways from cryptocurrency, right? When I was at my, when I was extremely depressed, right, I was living off of cryptocurrency, right? When I was having housing issues, right, I was paying for food with crypto. So I'm very familiar with being poor and being able to sustain myself off of crypto and crypto-based rewards. I'm very familiar with this. Andrew Yang is out of touch. He has not spoken to someone like me, right? He knows that something like that is possible in theory, and he's just hanging out with all of his rich buddies talking about it as a cool, what if poor people, man? How about you actually talk to poor people in the space? I'm just saying. Maybe your lobby would have a better anti-poverty effect if you actually talk to people that were poor. Right? But again, he's not going to do that because this guy's dumb. The biggest threat to Web3 succeeding in the long term, in my opinion, are ill-informed policies from leaders who have yet to understand the benefits of the future that is possible. We've already seen what it looks like. The broker definition debacle that transpired as part of the infrastructure bill last year is a harbinger. Okay, again, yes. Oh my God, there's so much. Okay, this is just this is just redoing the whole thing. Okay. Again, I don't trust Andrew Yang with a 10-foot pole to be in charge of this project. And what it seems, this whole website, from what it seems like it's not constructed in the best way possible, right? The rich get the most votes in policy drafting. Boom, you lose. It's you lost. If rich people want to fund policy, that's one thing. But if you're going to say that rich people get to fund the policy and they get to draft the policy, that's the fucking problem. That's not okay. If rich people just want to give money with no strings attached, completely anonymously to a project that helps poor people, great. That's not what this is. All this is going to do is key Web3 more to the rich and fuck the poor over. That's all they're going to do. And I'd love to be proven wrong, but let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Chances are this is just going to be another project he does for another couple months, maybe a year, and then he's going to drop it. And then a bunch of people are going to regret that they put a lot of money in this. So, there you go. Andrew Yang is a voice of reason in the Web3 community. $40 Ethereum is $119,854, Paladin.